during the West End reviews of Evita. She goes outside the theater and performs it, the iconic number, to Londoners who just happen to be walking by. Last night, the show officially opened to a packed crowd in and outside. Have you seen this across the pond? West Side Story. It's there. Star Rachel Zegler. It's been going viral because during the show, she performs Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. So at last night's opening show, British director Jamie Lloyd told Deadline that he hopes to bring this buzzy production here. Look at that view, it's great, crazy. Yeah. To Broadway sooner than later, but the production has had...
What if you paid a fortune for a ticket, only to be left watching a screen while the star of the show sang for free outside? That's exactly what happened at Rachel Zegler's latest Evita fiasco. But her response, even more shocking. We're diving into why this bait and switch is the drama of the year, and how fans from London to Twitter are demanding answers. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
Lloyd does this with this Broadway production of Sunset Boulevard, if you've seen that. Yeah. One of the main actors takes the second act. He walks right into, like, down 44th Street in Times Square as part of the show. Had some backlash because you have these ticket holders speaking out saying, listen, like, we're buying these tickets to go inside, yet the whole show's biggest number happens outside the theater.
So they can't even see.
They do put in a live feed from the balcony to broadcast to people who are inside.
Imagine buying a ticket to see an iconic musical, only to realize the best seats weren't seats at all. They were on the sidewalk outside. That's exactly what happened when Rachel Zegler performed Evita in London, but not quite in the way fans imagined. Expectations were sky high for this performance, with Zegler hyped as a new generation powerhouse, taking on the legendary role of Eva Peron. Ticket holders walked into the theater ready for a big moment. The type of emotionally charged, once-in-a-lifetime show they'd tell their friends about for years. What they got instead? Something closer to a karaoke session in the middle of a street. The evening took a bizarre turn when fans inside the venue realized Zegler was out on a balcony singing to random pedestrians while they were left trapped indoors watching it all go down on a screen. Some had shelled out as much as a few £100s for their seats, only to spend the evening staring at a live stream that anyone outside got to enjoy completely free of charge. The word bait and switch gets thrown around a lot, but in this case it's almost painfully accurate. The outrage was instant and spilled over into every corner of social media. One fan tweeted, "I feel like I just paid to not see Rachel Zegler perform." Another asked, "Can I get my money back, or do I need to camp outside next time?"
To everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. That at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them,
the discontent wasn't limited to English-speaking fans either. Complaints came pouring in from tourists who'd flown in for the performance, posting fuming reviews in multiple languages. Refund demands quickly became the theme of the night. This isn't just about one bad night, though. It's part of a growing pattern where celebrities seem increasingly out of touch with their fans. Instead of catering to the people who supported her success, Zegler seemed to put more effort into creating a so-called magical moment for people who didn't even buy tickets. Spoiler alert, it didn't go over well.
What was it like seeing yourself for the first time in full Snow White drag?
I love that description. It's perfect. Oh my God, well, when you get to wear Sandy Powell, first of all, insane. And then you get to be lit by Mandy Walker. And
You're crying on that stage.
when am I not crying in public? It's so upsetting.
Why were you crying?
Oh my gosh, I saw well, we didn't even see, but I saw the logo and I went, that's my name, Snow White's up there, and I cried my eyes out. And Nadia Stacey designed your hair and makeup. It's like the most incredible thing in the world. And then all of a sudden you open your eyes and you watch the playback, which I never do. And I saw myself on screen and I just wanted to throw up. I was so happy about it.
And Rachel's response? Let's just say it did anything but patch things up. You'll want to hear what she did next, and it's tied to some of her past public missteps. How does someone go from Hollywood's next big thing to being called box office poison practically overnight? Rachel Zegler seems to have cracked the code. Let's face it, her public image is crumbling faster than a movie's Rotten Tomatoes score after the critics' embargo lifts. And it's not hard to see why. Between her tone-deaf comments and a history of slipping on PR banana peels, Zegler's once sparkling reputation is barely holding together. Take her remarks about the upcoming Snow White remake. At one point, she casually dismissed the original animated film, reducing it to just 1937, as if that year alone erased its cultural significance. Rachel, it's literally Disney's first princess film and a cornerstone of childhood nostalgia. But she didn't stop there. No, she kept the foot firmly in her mouth by describing the prince as a stalker, which she didn't exactly frame as a joke. It made fans who adore the original story wonder if she even understood or respected the material. It's like signing up to play Superman and then roasting his cape. But tone-deaf comments aren't Rachel's only issue. Her behavior toward fans hasn't won her much goodwill either.
And this couldn't happen to a better person, in my opinion. Rachel is literally the star of a Disney movie, and she acts like she's some sort of victim. And that's the sort of mentality that is just poisoning people's minds. Like, she acts like her life is so bad, considering she's a multi-millionaire actress. Well, the reaction has been absolutely horrible. It is the worst box office from a Disney live action remake that they've ever done. And Dumbo didn't do very well, but this is actually performing much lower than Dumbo. It's living out every struggling actress's or actor's dream, and she just kind of, hand waves it like she's still some sort of victim, when in reality, she should be a movie star. She should be happy. She should be, apolitical, positive, but she's not that way.
Remember the fan who dared to sing her own song in a restroom? Instead of just laughing it off or politely declining to engage, Zegler later stated that the experience ruined her entire night. Now, I get it. Bathroom acoustics are awkward. But the weight of that reaction? Yikes. Or how about when she openly admitted to pretending to enjoy fan interactions at Disneyland? These moments don't exactly scream Hollywood sweetheart. The backlash isn't limited to her handling of fans or poor Snow White commentary, though. People are side-eyeing her rumored casting in The Sound of Music, a production forever associated with the grace and charm of Julie Andrews. Comparisons aren't flattering. Critics argue that Zegler lacks the humility and charm necessary to fill those shoes. Fair or not, her public ego isn't helping her case. It's all connected. Her Evita balcony performance, dismissive fan interactions, and tone-deaf remarks point to one glaring issue. She seems out of sync with her audience. The Evita fiasco wasn't just about a poorly planned performance. It highlighted a bigger issue: Rachel Zegler's growing disconnect with her audience. Fans felt brushed aside, like their investment didn't matter, and this isn't the first time she's sent that message. From dismissing beloved classics like Snow White to tone-deaf moments with fans, Zegler has a knack for turning goodwill into backlash. But does this mean her time in the spotlight is done? Or can she put the brakes on this PR train wreck? Share your thoughts below, and let's see if Hollywood's newest star can avoid falling completely out of orbit.